Welcome everyone to Shattered Dungeons. It is Tuesday night, so we are getting our role-playing on. We are a tabletop live play podcast of the indie RPG Shattered Dawn, if you are not familiar with us, which might be the case, considering we were at Ancient CityCon this past weekend in St. Augustine, Florida, and we had a blast. Ooh. Oh yeah.
Yes, we did.
We handed out a lot of flyers and info and all that fun stuff. So if you're listening to us for the first time, thank you for joining us. We really appreciate it. Business time in the chat for those of you watching on Twitch. I love it. Great job, Jay Crutchfield, with the chat. Business time. Also, if you are watching live, we have a dice rolling functionality that I might ask for. It's !D100, and it will roll you 1D100, so check it out. I also want to give a couple of really awesome shout-outs before I kind of recap some of the stuff we did at Ancient CityCon. One, we want to thank Mythical Mountain, Emerald Dragon Games, and Borderlands Comics and Games, all here in Jacksonville, Florida, for carrying Shattered Dawn. It is awesome. We got to hang out with a couple of you guys during the convention, which was amazing, and just kind of get to catch up and chit-chat, rather, about the goings-on. So definitely keep an eye out there, and keep an eye out for maybe some more stores that'll be carrying Shattered Dawn soon. Who knows? We'll find out. We also want to give a shout out to one Johnny Jimison. He is a writer, author, based out of Jacksonville, I think. But he writes the Dragon Lord saga, and he got to play Shattered Dawn over the course of the convention. That it was his first role-playing game, guys. It was pretty fun. It's interesting when you get a writer, someone who thinks of plots and story and can put themselves in a character like that, because a lot of time it can be kind of interesting, and he did not disappoint at all. So check his stuff out. Again, it's called The Dragon Lord Saga by Johnny Jimison.
I actually got to meet him too. He was a really nice guy.
Yep. We also, while we were at the convention, I got to do an interview with The Geek, who is, you follow him on Twitch, Instagram, all the other, Twitter is the one I was missing. Check him out. It was a really fun interview, and I think we're going to try and put together a streamer collab session, kind of a one shot with a bunch of people, and I think it'll be awesome. Especially because he's never played before, so he's going to get the fun introduction, not only to role playing but also to just the joy that is Shattered Dawn. And then join our Discord. It'll be in the chat. And I also recently realized it wasn't on our Twitch page. So down at the bottom there is an actual link now for our Discord server. Join that. Be part of the crew. We talk pretty regularly back and forth about stuff. And then also, we are just over 700 downloads of our podcast. When we get to 1,000, our own Lauren Dornbrock will be arc mastering a session for us, which will be amazing because she's never done, she's never arc mastered or like led a role playing game before, and so doing that with a bunch of veterans will be very funny for one, but also I'm really excited for the adventure she'll come up with. So. Big shout out to Raven Vulcans for the subscription. Yeah, boy, get that business time. Thank you for the subscription. We really appreciate it. And for all of the you guys watching, you do have a couple days left in September, so you can get a subscription.
Today is the last day.
You have a couple minutes left in September.
Yeah, for some reason, September started on the 3rd and ends on the 24th because numbers.
That's math for you guys. And then, the last kind of thing that happened at Ancient CityCon is we got a bunch of people who are able to play Shattered Dawn for the first time. And I got to say, there are a lot of people who were able to pick it up and roll with it really quick, and I'm very appreciative of. But the big takeaway is that if you did buy a book or are interested in joining a group or anything like that, you want to get more into Shattered Dawn, join the Discord, shoot us an email. We would love to connect you with people who want to play Shattered Dawn and are also just looking for people to do life and do role-playing games with. So feel free to reach out. We would love to connect you guys. That's all I got. I also want to give a huge thank you to Jordan, who plays Reg on our show, to Heather and to Lauren. They were out there a whole bunch over the weekend, and I could not have done what we did out there without them. So thank you guys. I really appreciate it. That's all I got.
Shucks.
Yeah. All right, now that awkward display of emotion is over, let's get to it. This is Shattered Dungeons. Welcome back to Shattered Dungeons. I am our Arc Master, David. We are missing a handful of people tonight, and I'll kind of get there when I get there. But tonight with us, we have one Jordan playing Reg.
Hello everyone, my name is Reg, and I got to play Zelda last night. It was pretty cool. Thank you everyone for coming by.
Raven Vulcans says he wants to give a shout out for Crutchfield for being a brother from another mother, which I feel is very accurate. Also with us, we have Heather playing Chibi.
Good evening, everyone.
And then the rest of our crew is actually out tonight. Mr. Business and Messena have some personal engagements, as does Lauren, who plays Pax. And then Caden is actually heading out for TwitchCon. So if you guys are out there for TwitchCon, I believe he left already to head that way. So if you see him, his Twitch handle is Reckless Fury.
Reckless Fury.
Yep, check him out. Give him a follow if you can. But yeah, should be good. So let's get to business. We pick it up after
the Huns.
No, we're not doing that. We're not doing Disney references this session. I'm joking. We will. So we pick it up.
Don't tell me how to live my life, David.
So we pick it up after last session. Last session we explored level 2 of the ruins of Evrivahr. You guys had been sent on a mission to find some Mivra intelligence operatives that have been missing for some time. And upon finding a couple of dead ones along the way, you make your way to the 3rd level. And in the 3rd level you sneakily explore, stumbling upon a kitchen-esque dining area where one of the outsiders that you have been sent to destroy and deal with was sitting alone, kind of sadly. After making a random acquaintance with one Lucian Viani, you guys interrogated the outsider after showing him that you are a formidable foe and force to be reckoned with. After he became bored with your questioning and scheming, he decided to end the rest of his existence, leaving a fiery burning wake in his path as he dissipated and disappeared. Everyone was injured for the most part. Reg was able to save himself, as was Chibi. Lucy and Caden and Pax, however, did take some damage, and we pick it up with you guys recovering. Everyone stands back up, brushing their clothes off after having been singed. What do you say to one another?
Is anyone still here?
Yeah, is anyone dead? I mean, I guess don't answer that question if you is, because then you's not dead anymore, and then that's a new problem I don't want to deal with right now, if I'm being honest.
I'm not quite dead yet, Reg. I'm still here.
As everyone gets up, something odd but yet familiar begins to happen. You see a bright light begin to surround Lucian, Caden, and Pax, and they begin to feel sick. They hunch over, clutching their stomachs, and begin wincing in pain. After a couple moments, the light begins to shine brighter and brighter from their body as they are completely consumed in it. And as it blinds you, you avert your eyes, and sitting where they once stood are 3 1-foot-long rods with immaculate design and interesting-looking runes on them. Very familiar, Reg, to the one that was left when Chivi was teleported away. Kavan, who is our dragon friend, currently in his bird form, lands on the floor, kind of searching for Pax to see where she went. And he says,
"It appears that she is gone. I do not like this."
Reg is going to start collecting the rods to put in his backpack again as he does.
You know, I like Fultrax, if I'm being honest, but we's really gonna have a talk with him about just stealing people all the time.
You can almost hear Fultrax in the back of your mind going, "Oh, it was an accident!"
Hey, Kevin, don't worry, she's fine. If anything, she's in a better place than we is.
Surely she is.
That is true. However, I will have to have words with Fultrax upon our return. Chivi, is it okay if I perch on your shoulder?
Sure, Kevin, no problem.
You know, Kevin, my feelings are just only slightly hurt that you don't want to hang out with me, but you know, buddy system, I get it. Stick together.
You have Mr. Tibbles. Chivi has no one.
Indeed.
You know, it touches my heart that you would think of Mr. Tibbles for once, because you're usually so very unkind to him. Reg pulls out Mr. Tibbles, the paralyzed rat dagger for those of you who've never met him, and gives him a nice little pet. I'm glad you say Tibbles.
Mr. Tibbles is the worst. So, looking around, you see the rest of the room has really kind of been picked clean. Lucian has eaten a lot of, or ate before he was teleported away, a lot of the food and things that was on the table for some reason. And you hear chanting coming from the southern hall, if you walked out of the room to your left. So what do you plan on doing?
Well, I know we had been talking about blowing up the big old magic machine-y thing, but Miss Chevy, if I'm being honest, I am not good at the magic. I don't got much. I don't think I am strong enough to do anything about that without our buddies.
I think that's a wise idea. I'm a little nervous about blowing it up. What might be the result as well? Especially without anyone here to help us defend ourselves.
Yeah, I mean, the mean exploding man, it said that if we didn't mess with the little scribbles around it, it would be safe. But at the same time, I don't trust myself to do it.
I believe his name was Mr. Grumpy Pants.
Yes, Reg named him Mr. Grumpy Pants, but you know, he exploded on his friends.
Gross.
I think that goes beyond grumpy.
True, Mr. Angry Pants.
So I hear some of his friends out here.
Is that who's chanting?
I mean, I would expect so. God, I hope it's not anyone else.
It stands to reason. So you guys kind of walk.
Kevin, where are you going?
He's just angrily flying.
We're not going that way. Stop moving, Kevin.
Wait, Kevin, wait. Pax is not in there.
He just angrily starts flying down the hallway.
Red does not want to go towards voices right now.
So as you step out into the hallway, you see a little bit better about what is to the south. And so you can kind of peek through. There's a hallway, like a short corridor that leads to what appears to be some sort of odd-looking fountain, which is, odd because it's a fountain in the lowermost level of a dungeon, or a ruin, rather. So that is clearly, you can hear the sound kind of reverberating across the halls. It's obvious that is kind of where the chanting is coming from, though it's not necessarily clear exactly where past that it's coming from.
Okay, so for the time being, I would say unless we have to, we should not go this way.
Unless we have, where else are we gonna go?
There was some more rooms down this way, and we are supposed to find your friends, so maybe if we move very carefully, maybe we can find them.
You want to go south or north?
I want to go up the north thing.
Up.
I think that's what it's called.
Okay. Should we sneak?
Oh, very much. Yes, ma'am.
So go ahead and make some sneak checks. 1d100 plus your sneak ability. Kevin is going to stay perched on your shoulder, Chivi, so that he doesn't have to roll one, unless you would like him to turn into a mouse.
Oh, we are tiptoeing in this thing.
I'm impressed. Reg, you rolled a 139. Chivi, you rolled a 146, which is, if you're familiar with sneaking rules, that's ample. It's really good.
Okay.
It's a robust roll.
Yes, it is. So, you travel northward towards the rest of this area. You kind of go back from whence you came, around where the spiral staircase back up to the second level is. And peering down the hallway, you notice two kind of indentations going back north and south again. It doesn't appear that there's any chanting coming from those two pathways, but you can't be 100% certain that there isn't anyone there. What do you do?
So I know it doesn't sound like there's no people, but you know what? We didn't expect to find Mr. Explodey Pants either, but we found him everywhere. So we just go real quiet and peek in, see if it's safe in each room, and then we go in.
Okay. Can I follow you?
I mean, yeah, I guess if all things considered, if we get found, I'm a big target, if you can imagine. They try and attack me, and maybe they won't see you, and you can, stab them. I don't really know which you like to do. Kaden does the freezies. I don't know, Pax just sort of makes it up as she goes, and I've got old Winter here.
I guess I'll probably be stabbing them with my dagger tonight.
Oh, that sounds like fun. It's never really been Reg's thing, but I can appreciate it.
So go ahead and place your tokens exactly where down this hallway you want to be before this next kind of part of the adventure.
I would say, I know it's not possible to do in Roll20, but like any old like Hanna-Barbera where there's like three people peering around a door frame, but like there's one head on top of the other.
Scooby-Doo.
Yeah. All right, so based on your location, you can kind of see down both corridors fairly far, and from the vantage point where you can see into the rooms kind of adjacent to you on either side. or not exactly adjacent, I'm sorry, across from you on either side. Caddy corner, if you will. And so...
Cattywampus.
Cattywampus. So you notice that there are beds in there. And it appears that the beds are bunk beds, very old bunk beds, granted. And it appears that there aren't any mattresses or anything like that. It is very much just stone, 2 levels of stone slab. Looking at it, it doesn't look very comfortable, but it appears that there are many, there are either planned to be many more, or there are many more beings living here than just your one outsider you met.
You know, Reg has slept on stone before. Wouldn't recommend it.
Do we need to check for traps?
That's a good plan.
Where's Caden when you need him? Go ahead and roll. I kid. Go ahead and roll a sneak check. Check for traps.
I feel like this is the roll we're going to be making a lot tonight.
Very much so. So, Reg and Chivi, you both kind of look down different corridors, different hallways, and then kind of rescan each other's to cover your work. It appears that there isn't any traps down those hallways, at least, or in the 2 rooms that you can see. It appears that this is very much a living space. So it stands to reason there probably wouldn't be any traps that are active here. If you were going to find traps, you would have already found them, you think. So,
You know, that kind of makes sense because, you know, you wake up in the middle of the night and you kind of got to go pee. You're not thinking straight and boom, you get hit with an arrow.
Still, it was good to check. Should we look around for anything else? Like,
Raven Vulcans rolled a 50. He found all the traps.
He's the best. He's the best trap finder we know. So I would say the plan is to, if you can imagine gigantic Reg with his crossbow coming around the corner, flat against the when you see SWAT teams breaking into a house like that, prepared to shoot.
Oh my
Chibi
goodness.
is sticking with Reg.
Okay.
So we're just gonna process elimination these rooms.
All right, so from your vantage point, you can see the room across from the room that you are currently SWAT teaming is another room very much the same. It's more stone bunk beds. They don't appear to be very comfortable. Real quick before we go on, Chivi, I'm going to give you control of Kevin so that I don't have to keep moving him.
So we don't leave him behind.
Yes, I am notorious for that. Because I'm obviously doing some other stuff while we're doing this. So you can move him around wherever now. So coming back to what we were looking at, the room across from the room that you're adjacent to is the exact same. Catty corner to you on the opposite side of the hallway, the next room over, appears to be a much nicer room, maybe an officer's quarters or something like that. It's very clear that this isn't like a grunt's living space. This is probably someone who has some clout with either the outsiders or maybe this is some sort of officer's room from the previous tenants.
Ooh, Reg, think maybe we should check it out. That next room over there.
Reg is really into the SWAT team bit. It is instead doing like the call signs where he's pointing with his eyes. He's pointing to his eyes, pointing to the 2 rooms, doing a kill sign to indicate there's nothing there, and then he's
roll a D100 chat. Because that, who knows? I might have something funny happen there.
And then he's gonna move to this spot to get line of sight on these 2 rooms. Hopefully, he's trying to cover his back each way.
Okay, so Raven rolled a 95. So Reg, as you're kind of moving your hands back and forth doing like this, you're not necessarily used to doing that, and you're kind of trained on some other stuff. You actually accidentally poke yourself in the eye. For the time being, for the next like 10 minutes, you're going to get a -10 to any attack roll roll that you would use your eye for.
Hooray!
Lucky you. So, you travel down closer to that room you were inspecting, and looking back across the hall, you notice that the two other rooms on the other side of the room you're going into are also kind of immaculate. These appear to be currently lived in. So, looking at them just through the doorway, you see beds and blankets and rugs and nightstands and dressers, things like that. They very clearly don't appear to have been left from the previous tenants of this place.
Alright, so Reg will finish his sweep, moving to here to see into the last room with a very sore eyeball.
So looking in here, it's just another one of the same type of rooms. This appears to be an end of the, I'll call it a barracks, if you will, resident area that is currently lived in. All of the beds look like they have been actively used. Nothing necessarily sticks out as, I'm trapped or danger or anything like that, but you do notice that there's plenty of things to search for personal effects.
Yeah, I was wondering if we should be searching for any kind of valuables.
Yeah, you can certainly try.
So Reg is going to breathe a big sigh of relief and go, okay, there's no one here. Let's see if they have anything cool.
I second that.
So we can split into different rooms, or do you want to cover the same room? What is your preference?
We can split into different rooms.
All right, just scream if something bad happens.
Will do.
And Reg is going to go look in here.
Okay. So, Reg, I'm going to do your second because Chivi's in the first room.
Sure.
Both of you go ahead and roll a sneak check for one. And then roll a second D100, just a straight roll.
Oh man, I'm gonna have such bad rolls later. I'm using all my good rolls.
Yeah.
Well, my whopping 8 a second ago was... Oh, these aren't bad.
No, you can work with those. Alrighty, so, Reg, your second roll was 95, correct?
Correct. The same roll that blinded him.
Yes. Yes, indeed. Alright, so, Chivi, you're going to find 80 gold just kind of searching around. Reg, you're going to find a whopping 5 gold searching around. Sounds good, Raven.
Nice meat.
Now, also in these items, business time in the chat, do it! Also on these in these rooms, you're going to find a couple of assassins.
Wait, what?
You're going to find a couple of assassins. I suddenly went German with it. Yeah.
Assassins.
You know what's weird is that in my own chat, I can't do business time right now for some reason.
You overplayed your hand, sir. No, so you're saying
everyone gets
are you
2.
saying other things? Because with your accent, it's
yes.
You find assassins, like assassins, and I got really worried.
No, other things. Yes, I was trying to sport some German, and so Chivi, you find a silver headband that, as you kind of read the inscription, it's very clear it gives you plus 30 cold damage. When dealing damage. Reg, you find a steel axe that the inscription reads that will increase your health by 50. Not that it says a number, but that it will increase your health.
Only when using that
Sweet.
specific one, or just having it with me?
While wielding it increases your health by 50. However, both of you are lucky enough to find Reg, you find 3 healing potions. Chivi, you find
good.
4 healing potions. And both of them will heal for 200 health.
You said 3?
Yep, 3 for you, 4 for
Okay.
Chivi.
Oh,
For
thank
200
goodness.
health.
Yes.
That reasonably, Reg would assume that room is that.
You cut out. What did you say?
Would Reg reasonably assume that the room's been thoroughly searched and move on to the next?
Indeed.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello,
So-
room.
You guys move across waywardly, expertly. And in this room, you find, go ahead and roll the same rolls, 2 sneak checks, 1 random D100.
Sneak check and a D100.
Okay. Excellent. Chivi, you find 44 gold across the couple of things in that room. Reg, you find 42 gold across the things in that room. You're going to find 1 more healing potion each. Again, that same amount, 200. And you find Reg, you find a potion of cure disease in addition to your health potion you found.
Oh, you can cure your eye.
There you go. Now, Chibi, at the chest at the foot of the bed of the room you're in, you open it up expecting, to see blankets and, some personal effects. But as you're scrounging around, you pull out a mask, and the mask appears to be like an artist's rendition of a dragon. It's not necessarily like anatomically accurate, but it looks like a humanoid mask where you could definitely wear it kind of over whatever you happen to be wearing. And it's made of this, it's not quite dragon bone. It was very clearly made to resemble dragon bone, but it's kind of almost made of some sort of metal. And there's painting along it, and part of the painting appears to be this bright blue text. And as you're reading it, you can see some of the latent potent energy kind of swirling inside the letters. And it reads that the user of this mask will be able to make a wall of dragon's fire. And so you gain a dragon mask of firewall, which can be used once per day.
Oh, excellent.
And so you kind of meet back up in the hallway outside of these rooms and confer with one another and determine that all 4 rooms have been ransacked to completion.
I found some potions in a new axe, but I don't know. I kind of like freezing stuff and burning stuff with my other stuff. But I'll put it in the bag for now.
Yeah, don't shake a stick at it. Reg, I found a dragon mask, and apparently I can light a dragon fire once a day.
Oh, you see me shoes?
Yeah?
I can do it too with the shoes.
Excellent. You might need this stuff.
We're gonna burn everything alive. I mean,
Burn it all down.
Oh my. Everyone's gonna die.
Kevin, I've got a question.
Yes.
Indeed,
Oh,
how
wait.
may I be of assistance?
If one of us wore this mask, would that be like offensive to you, or?
I'm not entirely sure.
I mean, JV, did you want to put it on?
I mean, no, I don't think I need it. Should I put it on? What do you think, Reg? I mean, I've never had a dragon mask before.
I mean, neither have I. It's not like you see them every day in the shops. I just mean, in my experience, you can only use the magic if you got it on you, not in your pocket.
Okay.
So if you want to use it, you'll have to put it on. But I don't want Kevin to get offended.
Well, I'm glad we asked Kevin. I thought when I put it on, I was going to set something on fire, so I can use it when I need it.
Yeah, I think warm thoughts when I do it.
Perfect.
In my experience, people have found me very intimidating. I expect no more from you wearing a mask of a dragon.
Then let's definitely put it on.
You say that, Kevin, but when me and Pac saw you, we just saw someone who could use some help, and we wanted to help you.
The underlings in the mountains seem to have reacted differently.
Oh yeah, we kind of killed a lot of them, didn't we?
Indeed.
And that weird horseman. Chibi, it was this. It was like where the man parts ended, there was a whole horse part.
I've heard of those.
And then they had these big white bears that they rode, and me and Kevin killed them too.
Wow. Well, Kevin, as long as you won't be offended, I'll put this on for extra protection.
I shall not be.
Did you find anything else cool?
I found some potions. Some healing potions, which I didn't have any before, so glad to have these handy. And a silver headband, which looks like it can deal some cold damage.
Ooh, I like cold damage.
I've heard of it.
So you look back down the hallway and you see that there are more rooms to the north from where you initially walked down this hallway. Do you want to go and explore those or no?
I mean, last thing we need is someone popping up behind us, and we might get cool stuff.
I'm with you, Reg. I'm with you.
I'm curious, can you put that headband on top of the dragon mask, or does magic not work like that?
I don't know. Can I?
So, in your experience, Chivi, having worked with many magical items before, you know that while you are wearing the dragon mask and wearing the headband, you may only actually activate one thing on your person at a time. However, because the dragon mask sits in front of your face and doesn't necessarily touch the headband per se, while the headband might be negated while you're using the dragon mask, it won't really be of any effect, if that makes sense. So you can wear both, you just can't activate both at the same time.
But I might need one or the other, so I can basically breathe fire or deal some cold damage. Yeah, I'm gonna put it on.
There you go.
Thanks, Reg. That was excellent advice.
I might not know much about how the magic works, but I'm getting used to using a lot of magic stuff.
Reg, roll a D100.
Oh no. Your other eye goes
Don't poke
blind.
yourself in the eye again.
So you kind of, as Chibi dons the dragon mask, you kind of fear her for a moment, but then that fear subsides and you're like, oh, it's just Chibi.
Wait a minute, you're not a dragon. You're just my friend.
So, to the north?
Yeah, alright, let's go. Let's be sneaky.
Everyone, both of you roll sneak checks.
So, I'll just go. But no, I'll roll. Man, I'm never good snapping him in the right place.
So Reg with a 111, Chivi with an 86, You guys aren't necessarily being super sneaky, but lucky for you, there's no one actually around. So you kind of take a moment to do exactly what you did with the other ones, going room to room to room. And
I like how instantly you noticed our shenanigans was going to take too much time.
Oh, yeah. Well, once you've shown me what you were going to do, I know how to, adjust to make it quicker. And so...
Split up and search for clues.
Now, in this section, there's a couple of differences. There are 3 rooms that appear to be barrack rooms with the stone bunk beds. There are 2 rooms that appear to be officers' quarters. And in the top left, the room Chibi has meandered into appears to be the most ornate and immaculate, well-furnished room of all of the rooms you have seen. And so, Chibi, we're going to come to you in a moment and kind of help you explore that room. Reg, go ahead and roll 2 sneak checks and 2 D100s, and this will serve for both rooms.
Oh boy, those sneaks were low. And so was the regular.
Yeah, it's all good. I'm using that to track something else. So between the 2 rooms, you're able to find 115 gold. And between all of the chests, you find royal shoes of heal wounds, which you'll be able to use that once a day. And Norsarison chest plate of solar burst, which you can also do once per day. Now, Chivi, describe to me exactly how you're going to explore this room. When you walk in, you see a nightstand on the right, a bed with furs as blankets, a chest at the base of the bed, a chair to the side, and a footlocker on the far left side where another nightstand would logically be. However, it's just all so exquisite.
Yeah, Kevin really likes it. That's why he's sitting in the chair. Mm-hmm. First, I'm going to come over to this side and check out what we've got going on here. Okay.
Bending down to the nightstand, you notice a plate, almost like a bowl, and it's odd to you. And what's odd about it is that it looks like it's made of silver or something, but as you near it, you notice that the shine and hue of it is definitely not that of silver. It's almost as though there is a white light emanating from within it, and it seems to end as it would touch the actual surface of the bowl, of where the metal ends and just normal air begins. There's inscriptions on it in a language you actually can't read, which is odd because Athelian is the common language of the entirety of the globe, and there really aren't commonly languages used for much else because the patriarchy has controlled so much for so long. Looking at this bowl, you also notice that it is almost like a liquid inside it. Not actually as a container would contain liquid, but like the metal itself has a liquid quality to it. But it's hard as a rock. It's very solid. It's just the look is interesting.
Kind of magical.
It appears that way. What do you do with it?
I'm going to pick it up and look underneath it and check it out.
Okay, as you pick it up,
if there's anything.
As you pick it up, you notice it's deceptively heavy. Almost for such a light, airy, almost precious quality to the look of it. It feels sturdier than the bed does, like you feel as though you'd be hard pressed for even Reg to break this thing.
Wow. I mean, what can I do with it? I can't read it.
No. You can certainly pocket it and put it in your pack and save it for later.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
It might come in handy. It doesn't look like it's going to blow me up or suck me in, so...
Not
Deal
yet,
with
at
everything
least.
that's not bolted down.
Yeah, Fultrax
Yeah.
didn't make it, so it shouldn't be
It's
teleporting
probably
me.
safer. Yeah. Now this the cabinet it's on, the nightstand, if you will, dresser, what have you. You do notice that there's a lock on it.
Ah,
It appears
Can
to
I
be a
pick the
normal
lock?
lock. Absolutely.
okay. Do I need to roll anything to do that?
Yep. You're gonna need to roll a lock picking check. So that's just 1d100 plus whatever your lock pick ability is.
Do I have?
If you don't have any advancements in lock picking, it's just straight 100.
Okay.
Like straight 1d100 rather. That's actually, with a roll of 86, just enough to pick it and open it. So
Oh,
you kind
yay.
of look around for a minute, grab some small, pieces of metal, and are able to kind of shimmy the lock open, twisting around inside the actual lock itself. And so it pops open with a satisfying click, and you pull it off and open one of the drawers, I'm assuming? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yes.
Inside you find 24 gold and a harpsichord. And it's it's
What?
interesting that the harpsichord is hey, I love Pepsi I232. I believe you are Brandy, if I'm not mistaken. It's a pleasure to see you. Welcome to stream. And so this harpsichord is interesting. As you pick it up, it's smaller than normal. But as you pick it up, it kind of almost grows to a standard size for someone of your height. It's very bizarre. But you notice that there's an inscription on it in ancient Athelian, and it says that while holding this item, using this item, you will be harder to distract from your performance. And very simply, for rule's sake, that you gain 1% mischance while holding this item.
It's gonna be kind of hard to hold.
they
if
have to
I'm
roll
trying
a
to
nat
stab someone with a
one?
dagger.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. There is a 1% chance on any hit while you have this in your hand that it will protect you.
But I can't be distracted.
Well, no, that's what the 1% is.
Okay.
It's meant to, while someone's playing it, if someone attacks them, they get a chance to not be hit.
Oh, okay. Got it. Okay. Well, can I shrink it back down and put it in my pack?
Absolutely. You kind of will it to shrink back down, and so it goes from like a normal harpsichord size to this very like almost like child size deal. And you just kind of put it in your backpack. And you're like, huh, that's weird.
Very
Looking around,
cool.
there are other nice furs and things like that, but nothing that necessarily strikes your fancy. You feel free to grab whatever blankets and other things you want from the room, but where do you guys go now?
Hey, Miss Chevy, did you find anything cool?
I love Pepsi. I agree. The con was a lot of fun. We did a huge shout out earlier and kind of recapped some stuff at the beginning of the stream. So, where do you guys go now?
We were just gonna. Reg was gonna just double check, tell her with the stuff he found. Because with the intention of.
Okay, so you know how I've got my shoes that can do the fire thing, alright?
Yeah.
Did your shoes do anything cool?
My shoes? No. I don't. No. Well, that's it. What deals the cold? No, that's my headband. No, my shoes are good. They're just normal shoes.
I found these shoes and they feel like they might be helpful, but I like me fire shoes, so would you like to, I don't know, see if you can do anything with these?
Oh, Reg, yes. Let's check them out. Let's see if they'll fit my feet. What do they do?
I mean, in character, Reg wouldn't really. I don't think Reg would know.
Okay.
but they just let you keep, what was it, heal wounds once per day?
That's right.
Yep.
Heal one once per day. Okay. Yeah.
And then I
Chibi's gonna
found-
take them and put them on.
I found this armor here. It's really, really bright. It might be worth something. I'm gonna throw it in the bag. Unless, do you wear?
She doesn't wear heavy armor, right?
I've got my ebony skin on, so
Yeah, you don't armor.
You know, I don't think any of us really use armor like that. But maybe Fultrax will do something cool with it instead of stealing our friends.
And
Right.
from
He says to the sky.
as you're shaking your fist in anger at the sky, you can almost hear a voice from beyond the area you're in, and they're like, "I can sell the crap out of that."
Listen, Reg, I found this crazy bowl that it's really heavy, and it has something inscribed in it that I can't read, but I thought we might need it later. I threw it in my pack, and then
You found a heavy bowl.
yes, but it looks like metal. It's so sturdy. I mean, we could at least conk someone over the head with it, if nothing else. It's a good weapon. You never know what you might need in this weird
I mean,
place.
hey, I hugged a mummy to death, so you know, stranger things have happened.
Not wrong. Do you show it to Reg at all, Chivi?
Yeah, I'm just gonna show it to him really quick because he's doubting me. He's
Roll.
doubting that I should be toting this heavy bowl around.
So, Reg, roll a d100 for me, and this isn't anything special. This is just to kind of gauge if you've seen anything like it. So, looking at the bowl, you heard me describe it earlier. It's almost otherworldly, and you have never seen anything like it. And as she kind of hands it to you, you completely understand. It is deceptively heavy for a bowl. I mean, it should be way lighter than it is, even if it was made of the heaviest metal you can think of. And so, looking at it, it's got that liquid look to it, even though it is completely solid. And then that hue that's almost emanating from inside it. It's very bizarre. You hand it back to her.
What do you think?
You know, I've eaten from a lot of bowls in my life. It's a new one for Reg.
It's not your average cereal bowl, Reg.
No.
So,
But,
don't you think we should tote it around? It might come in handy.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, and then I found a harpsichord, if you can believe that, and it goes from small to large, depending on if you're holding it in your hands.
Is that the one that you touch the things and it makes the sounds, or
Yeah, I think it would
So-
be a great distraction.
For reference, a harpsichord is like a piano.
Yeah, Reg doesn't know, man.
No, I know. I'm just letting everyone know what it looks like. So,
And it shrinks really tiny.
do you take it out of your pack?
No, I just tell him about it.
Okay.
So Reg currently thinks you have a harp. Because
It
he
shrinks, it
heard
gets really
harpsichord, and that's as close as his mind could get.
He heard the first syllable and he's like, "I'm good."
totally on board?
So,
All right, let's get down to business time.
business time. Business time in the chat if you got it. Apparently, I can't right now, so someone do it.
I will do it in your honor, sir.
Thank you.
But we found everything in the room, right? Do we need to check anything else?
No, you found everything that's in the room.
Okay.
So,
No, we've vamped enough.
Okay, great. I've now got shoes, a headband.
yeah,
I'm good.
everyone's now better
mask.
dressed than they were. So, you go back down to the four-way intersection of these halls, if you will, kind of back to where you were. And peering down this hallway, you notice that you're closer to the end of the hallway than you were, obviously. There's another little corridor that goes south, and then there's another corridor at the end that kind of turns and goes north. Excuse me. What do you do?
What are you thinking, Reg?
Well, I mean, I say we go about midway. If it looks big, down that way, we peek a little closer to the other side, and then we decide which way to go.
Okay.
Tofu Chipmunk, hey! Welcome!
Hey, Tofu.
Alright, so you're looking down the southern corridor?
Yeah, we're Scooby Doo peeking around the corner.
Yeah.
So Kevin is perched on Chivi's shoulder, which lends itself to the three heads peeking around a corner shtick. Peering down this corner, you're gonna notice two things, but before you do, make a sneak check. Ooh.
Don't say that.
Let's see. All right, so as you peer down, you guys actually do get a bonus because you have been sneaking. I'm glad we have multiple viewers. I love Pepsi. Thank you for that. So go ahead and move your characters to the corner peering down this hallway, and I'll kind of explain what's going on here. So as you sneak and turn your heads around the corner, 3 tall as described, there is an opening, and peering through that opening, you are able to keep your sneakiness at bay here. And you notice that there are 3 outsiders, and they all appear to have some sort of ranged weapon. It looks like a crossbow. It might be, a bow and arrow. But they are taking turns, and it almost looks like they're practicing archery, which is kind of weird. Maybe they want to keep their skills up. But they haven't seen you yet. And it looks like they are actively participating in a friendly competition.
Okay.
Again, they haven't noticed you, but...
So...
Okay. Do we try and get the drop on them while they're distracted, or do we... I mean, it feels like I want to say keep looking, but then these guys could be like, oh, we're all done, and then, whoops, they're behind us.
Well, can I cast a brief invisibility spell while we go in and check them out?
You may cast it on yourself. You can't cast it on Reg, though.
Right,
but
so I can cast it on me and at least, I don't know, go first. Let Reg know what's happening.
Yeah, you can kind of scout ahead.
I would say, if we decide to attack them, we go with I try and... They got the distance on us, so I could try and hit them with my bow, and you hide around the corner, pointing to, here.
Okay.
So that way, if they do try and give chase to me, guess who's got their back turned to you?
Okay. So I'll be still invisible. At least I can stab with my dagger the first time. They won't know I'm coming at them.
But yeah, if you peek your head in, maybe for all we know, there's more people in there, and then we know it's a bad idea. Oh, you's gone.
All right. So did you cast?
Right?
Well, you didn't say you casted it yet. But so I'm going to say that you cast brief invisibility on yourself. Now,
did Kevin count, or does Kevin stay with me?
Yeah, Kevin's going to hang back with Reg. They're not going to take too kindly to a floating bird meandering about. Yeah. So now here's where the interesting part is. We're going to go into a more tactical mode for this.
Oh boy.
While you're invisible, you may. This is only going to last 5 turns. Right. So while you're sneaking as well, you can only move 4 spaces per turn. And so because you have kind of a time limit right now on what you can do and can't do, is why we're going to do it this way. And so you have moved, let's see, you were right there, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to say that your character's actually right here. Also, what is your actual health at?
That's
your
a
maximum
question
health.
You always want your Arc Master to ask you.
My health is 840.
840, okay. Well, it said 320, and I was like, that's not right.
Yeah, that was from the end of the last.
Yeah, you guys kind of have healed up at this point. And so, at the end of your first turn, you have 4 turns left. This is where you stand. Now, I need you to make a stealth check to make sure, or a sneak check rather, to make sure that you are still hidden. Now, because you're invisible, you get plus 75 to this roll.
Okay.
On the top of the plus 60 she normally gets, right?
Yep.
Cool.
Perfect.
Oh, sweet.
You are well hidden. You move where you would like to next. Again, you have 4 squares to work with.
Each time or total?
Each turn.
So you're what, 1 turn in? This is turn 2?
Yes, this is turn 2 that you're taking right now. All right. Roll another stealth check.
See, Tofu's on to you, man.
Yeah, Tofu knows what's going on. Tofu said, "How much HP do you have left? Because I need to know how much I can utilize to destroy you."
Do I do plus 75 on this one too?
Yep, while you're invisible, you have plus
Okay.
75.
That's right.
Did you only move 3? Or did you go up? Oh, you went up. Well, still, that's...
I thought I moved
Yeah, it's
4.
3. You got 1 more square, technically, right?
Ooh.
Whew, that is quite the roll. So I'm going to say that actually counts for 2 turns worth, because that is just really high. So you go ahead and move 4 more squares. And you're trying to get up close to kill them, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
I guess so.
All right, and you may move 4 more squares.
If that's the case, I thought she was just going on a scoping run. Did she see
Yeah.
the end of that room?
Oh, you're just going on a scoping run?
I mean, Reg would, if that's what you want to do, that I'm not saying don't do it. Saying Reg would be like, she's been gone a little while. Maybe I need to start creeping my way in case something's wrong.
At the end of this room, and this might impact you. At the end of this room, you notice that the people that they are in fact engaged in archery competition. They are currently trying to see how close they can get without harming the last 2 Mivra intelligence operatives that you have been sent to check on.
I knew you were gonna do this, you sick man.
Okay, so if I attack, I'm no longer invisible, right?
If you land a hit, you are no longer invisible.
But I'm really close.
You are. Now, here's the other thing, too. You have had 3 turns, which means you only have 2 turns left. Which means
Right.
the furthest you can get away is back in the middle of that hallway that you entered the room from. Which they will most likely, as soon as you become appear normally and the invisibility fades, they will most likely notice you.
Oh, well, yeah. If I attack, they're going to notice me too, right?
Correct.
Um,
You can also try and do a double attack here and hit, because go ahead.
yeah, I was thinking, can I get over here? And I didn't know I could do a double attack, but if I was in the middle, I was wondering if that would help.
If you're right there, because you're still hidden, basically what's going to happen is all 3 of these guys are unaware of you, and so
Right.
what'll happen is you will become unhidden, or invisibility will wear off as soon as you deal damage to one of them. But then the other one, because this is all happening simultaneously, is still unaware of you, so you would still get your sneak attack there.
Okay. That's
wanna
what I
try
want
it?
to do. A double attack.
Okay.
Right here in the middle.
Reg, now you're keeping an eye on things from down the corridor, but you obviously can't see Chivi because she's invisible. And so you kind of are ready for whatever, but your gut tells you that something's not right.
Well, yeah, it's been too long. Reg wants to try and creep in, at least to a safer distance.
So
Oh.
you're going to actually have to stay where you are until Chivi makes her attacks, and then we'll roll initiative and go from there.
So I
So-
hit return on accident on that one. So if I make a double attack, do I just roll twice, or do I double the numbers up?
No. So yeah, what you'll do is you'll roll 2 times for your dagger, 2 times for your sword.
Okay, so I'm rolling for my dagger now. That's 1, that's 2.
Okay.
Now I'm rolling for my sword.
So you try your best to harm these guys. But as you're kind of flailing around, there is almost an energy field around them, kind of pushing your blades away from them. And so roll a sneak check again to make sure that you are still hidden.
Because I was flailing around.
You were making some noise.
I forget. Did she get the bonus for unaware?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're still invisible, so you get plus 75, which is a-okay. So you succeed your sneak check. They haven't noticed you, but they do kind of like look around like, what was that? And they stop for a minute and they knock their bow and take another shot. They're getting really close to your friends down there. You may attempt to injure them again, but this is your last turn invisible.
When is Reg allowed to start creeping?
Yeah, I mean, where's Reg? What's Reg doing?
Reg is still waiting for something to alert him.
Should I go back and... I think I should go back and... Do I have enough moves
you
to
won't
go
make
tell
it
him?
back now.
You're gonna make it 1, 2, 3. You're gonna make it right in the like next to the
Right
weapons table before anything happens. So.
Can Kevin help me at all?
He's with Reg.
No. I mean, I guess I just have to attack them again. What else am I gonna do? I mean, I guess I could take my bowl out.
Improvised bowl attack.
Hey guys, here's this random bowl.
But I mean, I need to attack, so I also can't grab my harpsichord. So...
Both of those are the most bizarre things that could freaking happen. You just randomly throw a bowl on the ground and the clatter scares them away, or you pull out a harpsichord out of nowhere. It's just like,
well,
what?
The bowl would suck them into a rod form or something, but I don't know that.
True, you do not know that.
Man, I mean, I have all this stuff on. I've got my shoes and my ebony skin, so hopefully I won't get killed if they notice me. And Reg will be coming in, so I'm going to go ahead and attack again.
Okay.
And see what happens.
So roll, make it happen.
So 2 of each.
Tofu Chipmunk says, a bowl to you is a pencil to John Wick. Okay. All right, so go ahead and roll your attacks.
All right, this is my good old dagger. And this one is my sword.
You just cannot make it through the weird kind of force armor that they have on them. It's very bizarre. Now, while you're doing this, you do have the very you have an interesting idea come to you out of nowhere, or by your Arcmaster. It's your call.
The bowl.
As you are coming out of invisibility on your next turn, you can make some other attacks, but then you also have your dragon mask.
Right. I can only use it once, but it's looking like it might be necessary.
And they are in a line, so the wall of fire that you can create would damage all of them.
You can do a 6 square long line.
Okay, well, yes, I definitely want to use my dragon mask.
Okay, roll a stealth check one more time.
I believe in you.
With another amazing roll, you maintain your hiddenness, and so
Oh, good.
go ahead and make your next 4 attacks, and this is going to be you coming out of stealth. Reg, now you're going to see her as she is making attacks as she's coming out of invisibility. I'm sorry, I said stealth. I meant invisibility. So Reg, you can go ahead and move at this moment because regardless of what she rolls, she is going to have. She is going to be attacked by them. Were both of those for your dagger?
Those were both for my dagger, yes.
Okay, go ahead and roll your sword.
And those 2... Wait.
You rolled an extra one for your dagger, or it looks like.
Oh.
In the time it would take Reg to get there, would they
No,
become aware
you did
of
it
him?
right. I'm sorry.
Or would he kind of still have element of surprise going?
So you would be able to get one shot off, I think, realistically. And I'm going to kind of take our shot out some so everyone has a better picture of what's going on. Chivi, go ahead and move Kevin next to Reg. And while you're doing that, I'm going to notate some things real quick. What's the damage on your dagger? It was 96?
On my dagger, yes.
Okay. What's the damage on your sword?
94.
Okay. Reg, go ahead and make your attacks.
All right,
Or your
plus
one
20
attack.
Plus 25, right?
Yes, you are technically unaware right now.
That's a
He is
crit.
unaware of you. Nice. Who are you attacking?
Did I see her connect with anyone, or am I just blind here?
You see that she is... You're going to attack as soon as you see her, basically. And so you see her attacking the 2 right adjacent to her. There is one on the far end as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna aim for the lonely one.
Okay.
And am I going to engage my dragon mask, or is it already engaged?
It's up to you. Are you going to or no?
Oh, yeah.
Do
I
it.
think I need to definitely do it to save us all.
Okay. Go ahead and... how much damage did you deal, Reg?
1,005. Actually, no, wait, that is... How did you say sneak and crit at the same time worked?
It's crit first, then sneak.
Okay, so then it's... times 2.
Aw, Raven rolled a 5. He missed, guys. He tried to attack the outsiders as well, but no luck.
And
Tofu's
that
trying, though.
extra-
We'll see.
That extra bonus comes after the fact, right? Like
Yes.
the plus 150 you do after the multiplying. Okay.
Yeah.
Then Reg does 1,860 damage to a guy who's about to have a really bad day.
Nice. So, Chivi, I have some good news for you.
Yeah.
Would you like to
You're
know
not
what it is?
dead.
Yes, I would like to know I'm not going to die.
The news is that you out-damaged Reg on this turn.
For real?
So here's what happens. Chivi comes out of invisibility, and as she comes out of invisibility, she just, with all her might, swings wildly. With the sword in her left hand, she slashes at the outsider next to her sword, and missing her first one, the second one connects, and she deals 482 damage to this outsider. With her dagger, she slides it right up, kind of between a gap in their armor, right into the neck, dealing 2,160 points of damage. And then Reg, seeing her come out of stealth, shoots at the one furthest away from Chivi, damaging them in a similar spot in their armor to that Chivi found with her dagger, dealing 1,860 points of damage. Both of the outsiders on the far sides are now dead. However, the one in the middle turns around, scared out of its mind, but also ready to defend itself. And it is now time to roll initiative.
Hello, my name is Reg.
No, that is not happening.
If Reg goes first, you know it's happening.
So just 1d100?
Yep.
Go, Kevin.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah, I need to roll for Kevin. Thank you. Kevin.
Oh
with
man,
the 68.
dagger sneak crits are amazing.
Yeah, they are. Okay, so Reg, what did you get?
57.
Chivi, what did you get?
68. No, that's you. 27.
Okay. And then the outsider got a 69. Nice. So, I just gotta say, I am impressed with you, Chivi. I legitimately, I wasn't even thinking when we were talking about damage earlier. Like that was just your sneak attack, and then I remembered you crit on top of it, and so that means your 96 or whatever was times 2 times 10 plus 150.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah. So yeah, dagger sneak is the way to go if you want damage output, guys.
I mean, I get, you know, Reg is just kicking his feet in the dirt, you know, range sneak, it's not that bad.
It's not that bad, but it ain't no dagger sneak. All right,
No, it's not.
Turning around, this guy is definitely not happy. He is going to swing at Chivi, but also notices the Dargoth looming in the background, heading right for him. And so he's going to do an interesting maneuver. Whoops, sorry. That roll of 17 is going to stay, but he gets a plus 380 to his roll, which doesn't break your... yeah. It doesn't break your armor rating, Chivi, so you're safe on that one. But on his second attack, he is going to hit, and it is going to be a critical.
Ooh, Rick.
Oh, yeah. So Chivi, you're going to take 228 damage plus an additional... Oh, hold on.
Uh-oh.
I accidentally killed you.
Yeah, I was like, wait, that looks negative.
Yeah, I put the negative symbol twice. My bad.
Well, thank you everyone for joining us tonight.
It's been good knowing you.
So you take 228 and an additional 150 damage. You're sitting at about half health.
Okay.
The outsider then moves past you all in one fluid motion. Reg, he is now going to attack you twice as well. Does 400... That's a crit. Never mind. Does 456 hit you? Wait, never mind. That's a crit too. Sorry.
Goodbye, everyone. It was nice knowing you.
Oh, Reg!
This is where Reg dies. No, so you take 200... Dang it, I did it again.
Yep, Reg is dead.
My keyboard apparently really likes the minus symbol.
Negative sign.
It likes the murder feature.
The murder feature. So you take 228 twice, and dang it!
Numbers are hard.
Here,
The
do you
minus
mind?
sign is hard.
Guys, it's tough to minus sign.
You said 228, right?
Hold on, I'm gonna get
Okay,
this.
so 684. just drag by 684.
684. That's with the additional 300 damage.
That was the two numbers together. That's all I know.
So it's 228 times 2 and an additional 300 on top of that.
Oh, okay.
So as
That's
long as that's
984.
right. Oh yeah.
Reg's health is down to 94.
No, it's
I dealt
okay.
984 damage to
Oh,
him.
okay.
but he's
So-
only got 1360, so not doing.
Yeah, Kevin is going to fly to the rescue, guys. Kevin's on it. He's got it. Don't worry about it.
Please save me, Kevin.
So he goes to maul this thing, and he hits it both times, guys. He actually did something for once.
Yay, Kevin!
Kevin, you did it. Kevin deals in total 500 damage to this guy. He is still alive, however. Reg, you're up.
Okay, and you said, if I remember correctly, you can take a potion without affecting your attacks.
Correct. You can drink up to
How
4
many?
a turn.
Okay, now we got 200. For safety's sake, Reg is going to. Yeah, no, Reg. Let's see. Reg is gonna drink 4 of them, boy, of the plus 200s. Get 800 back. I was like, well, maybe I should. No.
Yeah, you don't want to die from one outsider.
Reg takes a big hit from his flask.
This my helio juice.
Is enough of...
All right, so you're back up to 800, or back up by 800. What do you do next?
Reg is, while pulling his crossbow, because it's his greeting, his warning, but he's also not wanting to die.
Understandable.
My name is Reg. Stand down or I will kill you.
Firing. Ooh, not that first one.
That's a natural roll of 13. Still a significant number with bonuses, but usually a roll of 13 ain't great.
Yeah, usually a miss in this game.
Now you have 2 more attacks, I believe, correct?
I know. He's going for them. Let's just chalk the first one hopefully up to a big gulp of healing.
Oh, there you go. He's still.
there we go.
Hey,
The opposite
that's
end
a
of
crit.
The pendulum.
Yeah. How much damage is the crit?
35 times 720.
All right, that is a kill. Good job.
Oh, yay.
I mean, I warned him.
You shoot wide with the first one, and you nail him right in the head with the second one, and he falls to the ground lifeless. At the far end of the room, you notice that the 2 Mivra intelligence operatives are barely clinging to life. They don't appear to have been hit by any of the arrows that they've been shooting at them, but it does appear that they've been tortured for at least a week, if not more.
Miss Chevy, are those your friends because they dressed like you?
I don't. Yeah, those are my friends. That's who we're here to save.
Oh, thank goodness, people are still living.
Yes.
Let's go get them.
Ooh, excuse me.
Walking over there, you can see that they're bound to archery targets. It appears that the chains have been laced tightly around their wrists and ankles. You don't see an easy way to break them free. You know that you can cut the chains on the other end, but it doesn't appear that they'll be able to easily get out of the chains, so they'll be kind of jangling around as they move if they are to follow you.
I'm willing to bet, in my experience, one of these fellas might have some keys on. You want to take a look?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, but first,
Reg is going to give each of them one of the plus hundreds healing potions.
Okay.
to hopefully stabilize him a little bit.
Nice. So they are definitely healed and stabilized. Nothing to worry about there.
All right. Hello, guys. My name is Reg. We're here to save you. We'll be right back, though. We don't panic.
They're kind of half asleep almost from the pain. Walking up to the outsiders you defeated earlier, it appears that none of them have a key to a lock. But Chivi, as you kind of investigate trying to find where the lock is, you notice that there is none. The chains are just actually tied as though it was a simple piece of rope to their wrists, and it's kind of digging into their skin a little bit.
I mean, what can we do? Is there... trying to figure out how I can get the chains off of their wrists. Maybe will my bowl help?
You can attempt to use it. I mean, how are you intending to use it? Best to put out your misery.
We're here to save you, Crush.
I mean, since there were kind of like the weird resistance from the archery guys, and just general weirdness, it has some inscriptions. I mean, I don't know what else to do. I don't know how I can get the chains off their wrists.
Okay.
Does Reg see anything of any use in general on these corpses?
Can we use anything off this table over here?
Yeah,
you can definitely search the table.
Search number 2, Electric Boogaloo.
So why don't you guys both roll D100s, and we're going to see what you guys find.
Okay.
You want chat to roll something too?
Oh yeah, that's a great idea. Hey chat, roll something. Roll a D100. Let's see what we can find.
This is where we find out that Tofu's asleep.
Yep. All of us. We're all asleep, actually.
Reg
so
is
while they're
apparently
doing
with
that,
a roll of a 7.
yeah, Reg, you fall asleep during your search. No, Raven with the roll of 81. Nice. So, Reg, you're going to look around and you don't see anything really worthwhile. Oh, Tofu's not asleep. It's confirmed. So, Reg, as you're searching around, you notice that there isn't anything that... As Tofu's just resting her eyes.
Reg, if I can, Reg looks around and goes,
Yep. Dead bodies.
You take in the after battle scene, but what you don't notice any key or anything that might be of use to you. But what you do notice is that there isn't blood coming from these bodies. Tofu rolled a 20. We'll use those in a minute. Reg, there isn't blood. It appears that there's some sort of silvery liquid coming from the inside of these beings. It acts like blood, but it almost looks like liquid metal.
Me Chevy.
Like my bowl.
It
Me
does
Chevy.
resemble your bowl slightly, Chivi.
I mean,
Definitely
I've
not
killed a lot of
soda.
things. I've killed a lot of things, and except the ghosts and skellies, they has blood. This is not blood.
oh, Reg, let's whip this bowl out and see if it can help us.
I mean,
I'm afraid of- Am I thirsty? Oh, yes, I do need to take a potion. I need to take 2 of my potions.
No, I meant to say, Reg is confused, thinking you want to drink this mystery fake blood.
Chivi
No,
did
I
walk
do
up and
not.
pull a bowl out, like, oh yeah, let's mix this up.
We're collected for science.
Look, Reg, they're oozing the same kind of stuff this bowl looks like it's made out of. I don't want them to ooze onto us. At least the bowl can catch it, if nothing else.
So, Chivi, are you going to fill the bowl with this thing's liquid blood substitute?
Okay, first of all, can I drink? I wanted to drink 2 of my potions to put my health back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I want to do that. And yeah, I'm going to like try to put the bowl underneath the ooze to scoop it up in there so it doesn't get onto us.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to put my health back,
It might burn us up or teleport us. I'm terrified of being teleported.
Understandably so. So as you put the liquid in the bowl, nothing out of the ordinary happens. And
Bummer.
you kind of set the bowl aside. It is filled, like in terms of volume of liquid, I guess. I mean, I'm gonna say you probably have like a gallon's worth of this blood substitute between the size of the bowl and otherwise. So
please write in your inventory gallon of blood substitute.
So, Chivi, after this is all done, you go ahead and search through, and looking across the table, you really don't notice anything that would help you get rid of these chains, but thankfully, Kevin, who is going to be using Raven's roll from earlier of 81, kind of leans over from his perch and says,
There, in the barrel, there appears to be some sort of shears.
and looking down, you see these very heavy looking pair of shears. You're not quite sure why they're there, and it's kind of interesting that they're there, to be honest. But you do have every confidence that these things will be able to break the chains quite easily.
Oh, excellent.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna grab them. Can I?
Yep.
Can I just grab them
Yeah, you grab them
and take them back to the guys?
Yep. Now, Reg, what are you going to be doing in this time?
Well, as is tradition, if Reg is standing next to a table of weapons, Reg wants to see if there's anything shiny and new for him.
Roll a potency check.
I'll dump it all. What little there is.
Nice. So that's a pretty good roll. You do not find any magical items, but what you do find is a diamondine sword.
Oh, I found a shiny sword. That's interesting.
What do you do now?
Reg would... Are these just statues, by the way?
Yeah, those Iron Men. I was assuming they were statues.
Those are training dummies.
Okay.
And we didn't find any usable weapons or armor on these corpses, just fake blood?
No, it's kind of weird because of the way they're made. Their skin is actually like a hardened armor for them. And then they also have the kind of force field thing they were dealing with.
All right, in that case, Reg will turn to Kevin and say,
Kevin, could you just make sure nobody sneaks up behind us? And I'm gonna go help Miss Chevy with her friends.
Indeed, I will keep watch.
Hello. It's me again, Reg. Your new friend.
So
Now-
glad you're here, Reg.
They're still unconscious.
Oh, they not in the talking shape, is they?
No.
But we've got to
They're-
get them cut off, and I can't get it all done by myself. Can you help me, Reg?
Yeah.
I don't know what you want us to do for getting these guys down.
You really don't have to do much, but Reg, as you left, Tofu's roll of 20 is going to affect you adversely. So as you're walking away from the table, you actually slip on some of the blood substitute that had pooled around your feet without your knowledge. Roll a stamina check.
I was hoping we could use that stuff to make our own force field.
Maybe.
You know,
maybe
Reg
not.
has really good stamina recovery, so I'm just gonna dump everything because you scare me with stamina checks.
All right, so Reg, what happens is kind of like almost cartoonish. You are going
Isn't it
to
always?
very true. So as you go to leave, Tofu says, "I've been hearing a lot of tofu no this week." So
She
as
was
you
a
go,
giant T-Rex that killed Raven.
oh well, it happens. So as you go to exit the table area, you do one of those comical, where your feet kind of give out from underneath you, and it's just a repetitive cycle. It's like, oh no, I'm about to fall, I'm about to fall, I'm about to fall, I'm about to fall, and then finally you just get fed up with it and leap forward. And as you leap forward, you land firmly planting your feet on the ground, and then you walk up and help Chivi.
We're very like Hanna-Barbera tonight.
Yeah, that's the theme. I think.
Very
I think so.
Scooby-Doo.
Yeah. Now, sitting in front of these gals, I should say, they're. Sorry.
I was just saying people.
Yeah. No, they are soul ethel female. They are the.
Ah, okay.
They remember matriarchal society. So.
I can't see very well.
Yeah, they're a little bloody looking.
Yeah, they got some torture marks.
I just zoomed in, and that is a nightmare.
Yeah. So, what do you do now that the chains are off of them?
Well, are we gonna? Can I talk to Reg?
Yeah,
No, you cannot.
Or are we
Reg
gonna
is
try to
closed
get
for-
out of here? Or are we gonna try to take him back to one of those rooms?
I mean, we should probably take him to the closest room to the exit. Maybe barricade the door or something so they're safe.
Yeah.
And then see if there's any more of them, because I mean, I've got hope now that we found somebody, you know?
Right. Okay.
Are you feeling, how's your staff?
I'm good. Yeah.
You know, I will say you did really good out there. It is
Thanks,
cool.
Reg. Thanks, Reg.
I was like, oh, I'm gonna shoot this guy in the head, and then I look over. Nah, I'm gonna stab this one.
I do it again.
So you kind of take a moment to bring them kind of to the front of this level of the dungeon where the stairway up is, and you kind of lay them down. You grab some of the padding from the nicer officers' rooms that you were exploring earlier, and you build kind of a safe place for them to sit and rest that's kind of out of eyesight. You'd have to be looking for them to find them, type of deal. Reg, you also have the wherewithal to leave a note on your behalf that simply says, "Hello there, it's me, Reg. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance through this note. Just wanted to let you know we saved yous, and we'll be back for yous later. Don't destroy the swirly magical thing."
You know, as time goes on, I'm getting impressed with your ability to accurately predict the things I would say as Reg.
You're around it enough, you kind of pick up on some things. So, now that they're safe, you kind of meander back to this room. Where are you going to go from here? What do you want to do?
Well, since we're right next to this hallway and out of character, I can see they connect, but we would peek just to see what's there, to see if we notice anything important first, I would assume.
Absolutely.
I'm assuming we hear more chanting.
Where's
Yes.
Kevin? Let me go get him.
The chanting is absolutely coming down the same hallway. It's slightly fainter than it was earlier, and you kind of attribute that to being on the further end of this thing. Clearly you see a familiar area using your very, the common sense of dungeon exploration you guys have.
Don't assume anything about Reg.
Chivi leads you in that
okay.
way, and Kevin assists. Now, there is one other path you haven't explored, you remember, to the north.
Yeah, that was gonna be okay. It basically confirming those people are still there. Then we should try and head north really quick and see if there is anyone else we can save before we possibly get into dangerous territory.
Right. Okay.
I'm assuming roll sneak.
Yes, roll sneak in preparation of going down that hallway. And I just noticed that I gave you guys more health than you actually had.
I was hoping you wouldn't notice.
Right,
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna call you out on that.
I know. You guys, come on. That's not.
Doesn't want to die.
I thought maybe the potion gave me extra.
No, these are just Healy potions of common
Just
heal.
Getting double critted, in one turn.
Oh, you didn't
yeah.
like that? How do you think they felt? They're dead now. No. I mean, they are.
They
but-
deserved
guys.
it.
Excellent. So Tofu rolled a 60, so she's sneaking expertly behind you.
Sneaky squeaky.
Yeah, Tofu says she's sneaky squeaky. So, nearing this direction, you guys rolled your sneak checks already?
Yeah, 135.
Yes, I
Okay.
got 93.
All right. Peering into this room, I'm just going to illuminate the whole thing. You notice one thing, that there is it appears to be an outsider similar to the ones that you were dealing with a moment ago. However, this one is clad in some interesting looking robes. It's almost as though they have been singed completely top to bottom. They are tattered beyond belief, and despite the markings on them and the stout nature of this outsider, it appears to be in some kind of trance.
Oh, in my experience, that is not good. I've got a plan if you okay with it.
I'm okay with it, but I have a question.
Sure.
What did Chivi do with her bowl? Did I dump their their
So-
weird guts out and take it with me?
So what I'm gonna say happened is that when you filled the bowl with the blood substitute, I'll call it, you kind of put it on one of those workbenches, just
Okay.
just to sit it there and see what, if anything, would happen.
I can't believe it's not blood.
Yeah. You put the two Mivra operatives underneath the stairwell, you came back, and in the maybe 5 to 10 minute time frame that had transpired, looking back at the bowl, you Ooh, excuse me.
Oh, bless you.
Thank you. Looking back at the bowl, you notice that the blood has now solidified to the bowl itself. It is now fused together, and it is just one solid block of the same metallic item. You don't really know how to describe it that well, because I don't. But basically, it looks like the bowl now has a permanent of that same metal flat surface now. Like it's completely filled, and it's as though it was forged that way, even though it clearly wasn't. Oh, thank you, Raven. He rolled a 13 for a counter sneeze, which means now I have to sneeze twice. Achoo! No.
Okay, well, I guess I'll just
You failure, bless you.
is it too heavy for me to put back in my backpack, or
No, but it is definitely heavier than it was before. Probably twice as heavy.
I'll just leave it here for now. Maybe I can grab it when we come back to get the people.
Well, the people are back in the stairwell. If you're gonna leave the room, you won't have any reason to come back unless just for the bowl.
I mean, Reg could carry it in the First National Bank of Reg.
There.
Okay, I'm gonna take it with me. I don't know. I feel like we might need it. It's really weird.
I swear you're not going to be happy until you curb stomp someone with it.
Maybe that's what we're gonna do.
It's your favorite improvised weapon. So you have the bowl. It's in Reg's pack specifically.
Okay, great.
You are looking now at this person, the outsider that is in a trance in the other room.
Okay, so what I'm thinking is, are you able to do the disappeary thing more than once?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, so you get all disappeary.
All right.
You get up behind him, and as soon as Reg sneaks up too, I mean farther away, mind you. Reg sneaks up where he can shoot him, and then as soon as you got him, Reg fires away, and we hopefully stop whatever the heck he's doing. Because I'll be honest, I've seen a lot of old men in robes chanting, and it never goes well.
I like your plan.
Tofu said, attack. Give enemy a really embarrassing haircut utilizing the bowl. The bowl cut!
It's solid now, though.
Yeah, it's going to be a flat top cut now. Alright, so is that you guys' game plan?
Yes.
That is the game plan.
So
Alright.
I am casting my brief invisibility spell.
Okay.
Reasonably, how far can we get before she would need to use it? Because I don't want her to use up all of her movement speed if, like, where we are now.
So you're able to get just around the corner that leads down the corridor into this room. Kind of almost peeking into the room, if you will. So she's going to use her brief invisibility spell just outside this room. Go ahead and roll.
Here?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll another sneak check, Chivi. And that's to cast that. Good. Okay. Now, you are invisible for 5 turns. Again, we're in tactical mode, so you're moving 4 squares a turn. Where do you go?
Oh.
While she's figuring that out, does Reg have line of sight on this guy?
Yes. Well, kind of.
Cool. Well, he's training Winter on him. If he needs to move closer, just let me know.
Okay.
So I've moved up here.
Okay. Roll another stealth check, sneak check, whatever you want to call it.
Oh.
Time for that nat 1 to come in.
Excellent roll. All right, move your next set of 4.
Didn't she get a plus 75 for
Yes, and I'm factoring that in my mind.
Oh, okay.
All right, so as you move
That's right, 'cause I'm invisible.
as you move just behind her, you're assuming it's a her. As you move just behind her, you hear a voice. Her eyes are still closed while she's in this trance, and she says,
I believe it would be quite unwise to interrupt me, dear.
So she can hear me, even though I'm invisible?
Are you saying that to her?
Asking my Arcmaster.
She is addressing you somehow. You don't know if she sees you, but she knows you're there.
Okay. Why would it be unwise? Outsider summoner?
I have dealt with many people, many different races, and many different outsiders. You stand no chance in doing what you seek to do. Interrupting me will only bring you pain.
Well, Chivi is going to pull her harpsichord out.
Oh dear lord, what is about to happen? So as you pull the harpsichord, as you pull the harpsichord out, it becomes a full-sized harpsichord. So you basically pull a giant piano out of your backpack and lay it on the floor. What do you do now?
Well, she's distracted, right?
Sing us a song.
She doesn't appear to be. Are you gonna bust out
Well-
piano woman?
Can I attack with the harpsichord in my hands?
Right now it's the size of a piano, so I'm gonna say no.
I sat it down.
Anything's
know.
a weapon if you try hard enough.
Are you gonna
My
try and
goal-
hit her with this thing? Like, you're gonna pick it up, it's gonna be microscopic, and then you're just gonna throw it, and it's gonna turn into a regular size harpsichord?
That is a great idea. What I was thinking is that she was going to try to get me. I was going to distract her with a harpsichord so Reg could shoot her.
She doesn't even
But I
turn
guess-
around if you're doing anything. Like, she's not
so-
really paying you any mind right now. She's talking to you, but she isn't threatened by you. And she doesn't appear to be threatening you either. She's just advising you not to attack.
Okay, well, I'm going to have to attack her. It's the plan.
Blind loyalty. Great.
It was
So-
a pleasure knowing.
So are you going to try and get closer to her now?
Yeah, I definitely want to be closer if I'm going to
Roll another sneak check.
attack her.
Excellent roll.
She forgets you're there.
All right, move forward to where you want to be. Which I think, if you're aiming for what I'm thinking you're aiming for, is right there, yep. And so as you near closer one more time, she says,
Dear, this is your last warning. You will not get another. And I assure you, you will be dead.
So, can I ask her questions?
yeah.
I'm
What are
assuming
you-
Reg isn't.
Can I
hearing that.
use my speechcraft to ask her questions, maybe get more information out of her?
Absolutely. Reg, you can hear her talking, but it's not very clear what she's saying.
So I'm going to roll for my speechcraft, right?
Yep.
I guess I don't need sneak anymore. Okay, and I just... What do I want to know?
I don't know, ask her. What's your
What is
favorite
it that
color?
you're doing? What is it
How
that
is
you're
your
doing?
mom?
Yeah.
I am maintaining a portal to the Azure. This is one of our gates.
And as she says that, you actually now begin to realize what you're standing in front of. There is a
Oh,
like
great.
an azure gate archway in front of you, and it is fairly large for the room that you're in. It goes basically floor to ceiling, and there are golden runes on it that are illuminating a brilliant yellow. The azure blue part of it kind of is pulsating in almost like a heartbeat type of rhythm, and and inside of this azure gate is a reddish glow, and beyond the reddish glow, through some of the mist that you guys are familiar with walking through when traversing a portal, you see on the other side this hellish landscape, destroyed rocks. Lightning is crackling through the sky every couple of seconds. There seems to be some sort of lava-esque material, and you can almost see the sheer pain and sorrow being manifested in this place. There isn't a lot of things that the landscape seems to offer you as far as where this might be, but the thing you do notice is that on the other side appear to be many more outsiders in another camp. This appears to be some sort of connection point between the camp in the Azure and the ruins of Evrivahr.
Okay. So, is it still my turn?
Yeah, you're just talking right now. Now, I will say one turn has passed. So you only have, I think, 2 more turns left of invisibility?
If I attack her, Is that portal going to be opened?
It's open right now. Like,
If
it's
I
an
attack
active
her, will
portal.
it be closed?
It stands to reason it would close if you were to distract her or break her concentration or kill her or something like that.
Okay. I mean, don't you think that my harpsichord can break her concentration?
Maybe.
I'm trying to see what else I might do other than just get her with a dagger. I'm trying to see if there's anything I can do that's more clever. So I've got on my silver headband. Can I add that cold damage to my attack?
Yep.
Okay, then I guess I'm going to attack her. That place looks really scary.
Okay.
I feel like we need to get that door closed. And Reg is already planning to attack as well. I'm not in his way, am I?
No.
Okay, he's not going to shoot me if he shoots at her from afar.
I mean, he's used to
really
firing
messed
into... Yeah, if he rolls a 1, then all bets are off. But yeah, he knows what he's doing.
I'm assuming Reg can't see the hellish Stargate in front of them.
No, it's definitely on the other side of your
that's what I
line of
thought.
sight.
Reg might have different thoughts if he could see that, but
Yeah.
Right.
all he knows is we had a plan, and he
So
can't tell what y'all are saying.
Right, so I'm going to attack her with my dagger, and then do I add my cold burst to that?
If you hit.
To the damage if you hit, yeah.
Okay. And do I roll the 4 times again?
If you're trying to hit her with all 4, yes.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
So the first 2 were my dagger.
That is a critical hit. So you hit her. Now, she is, however, aware of you. She has been able to see you in her mind's eye this whole time. So, that means you're not going to get sneak attack on her, but you still are at least getting a critical hit. And then
Thank goodness.
it sounds like you might be breathing into your microphone as well. Unless that's the labored exhaustion as you are fighting. You're really
that's
into
what it was.
the role play part of this. All right, so how much is your damage, your regular damage?
My regular damage is 94 with my sword and 96 with my dagger.
All right, so with your... let's see here. Heather, so your both of your hits with your dagger are criticals. I'm sorry. One of your hits with the... So you got a dagger critical hit and a sword critical hit. So the dagger you said was 96,
Yes.
which plus the 30 damage is 126. And then the sword was 94,
Yes.
which is with the plus 30 damage is 124. Cool. So I will deduct that from this guy, but or this gal rather. But she is going to get a response to you attacking because she was just as prepared as you were.
I'm guessing Reg is slightly slower in being prepared.
Yeah, she's you're gonna
Okay.
we're gonna roll for initiative here in a second. She just gets a response to what was happening.
Oh no, and I don't mean initiative. I mean their plan is Reg. As soon as Reg sees her pop up and attack, that he was gonna. He's been holding. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm with you.
Like at the same time.
Yeah, then go ahead and roll your attacks then.
Is she unaware of Reg? Is I guess the question.
She is aware of both of you.
Okay, so no plus 25.
Correct.
No.
She's got a
Probably.
sneaky third
It's
eye.
not a great round for Reg. All the are gone.
Oh, Reg.
Aw, Reg. None of those hit. She turns around in response to you, Chivi, and she is very simply going to cast Fireball at you.
Oh no.
Roll a stamina check.
stamina just 1d100?
Plus however much stamina you want to add from your stamina pool.
Oh, that's right.
May we suggest all of it?
Might you also look at the natural number I rolled?
So, who are you rolling next week? Oh my goodness!
Oh my goodness! I don't know what to do in this situation.
Stalemate.
Yeah.
No one's dead.
Your sneaky third eye is no good, old woman.
Your witch powers are useless here.
So because I don't know what to do in this situation, she's actually going to fling the fireball over at Kevin and Reg.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
They're far away.
Yeah,
And
but
can't Reg just breathe fire and stop it?
Reg, you can do a potency check if you want.
No, I used fire skin.
No, I meant can't Kevin just
Oh,
breathe
yeah.
fire and
He breathes poison.
Yeah, Kevin's an acid-based dragon. Well, it's not that bad. It could be worse. You take 280 damage.
Do we not get a chance to jump out of the way too, or no?
No, that's what I'm saying. You can roll a stamina check or a potency check, but you'd have to roll a natural 100.
I mean, I rolled higher numbers than her, but I guess is the crit a factor?
Yeah, and that now Chivi shouldn't have gotten a stamina check because it was a critical hit, but in this scenario, because you guys we're all prepared for everything, I'm gonna let that fly. But because it's crit, you gotta roll 100. So Chivi, you don't take anything. You actually dodge out of the way, and the fireball goes sailing past you into Reg and Kevin's
Look out,
area.
Kevin.
You guys both take 280 damage.
Hello, miss. My name is Red.
Your worst nightmare!
I think maybe we should take a minute and start this over.
Well, let's roll initiative and then see where we go from there. Oh, no. She is not happy. Reg rolled a 21.
He just got hit with a fireball.
57.
He's a little groggy.
Understandably so. Kevin as well rolled a 31. The outsider is going to turn to you. And Tofu is going last with a 2.
Covering the rear.
Yeah, she's got it covered. She'll throw heals your way. Chivi, the outsider pulls one celestial ore sword out from her pack, and you notice that the celestial ore sword looks strangely familiar. It's as though it is made of the blood of that thing, of the other outsider.
the bowl.
Yes.
Blood sword.
Blood sword.
See, Tofu's smart. She's running.
There you
My
go.
bowl is in Reg's backpack.
Yes, but the look is what's key here. And so she swings at you 3 times with her sword, and you take 164 damage twice.
Okay.
Thankfully, no
So-
crits.
I have to decide whether to attack her back or
Yep, your
What
turn.
was your armor rating with your ebony skin?
400.
400.
Ah.
I mean, if she's attacking me, I have to attack her back.
I mean,
Can't think of
can.
anything else I can do.
we could run away by do the whoop 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 whoop.
Scatter!
Cheese it.
There it is.
I guess I'm gonna attack her back because I don't know. I don't know what else to do.
Go for it.
So sticking with the plan, man.
I would suggest running.
Can't run now. That portal is scary.
Hey, yeah, but Reg doesn't see it. He doesn't know what's at stake.
Dying
Right.
is scary.
Dying is such sweet sorrow. Your first swing with the dagger misses. Your second one, however, lands expertly.
Yay. So now I'm gonna try to hit her with the old sword.
1 second, I need to do something. Okay.
Give her the old 1, 2.
All right, roll with your sword.
I rolled once.
She parries
already.
Yeah, she parries that attack, and you swing again with your sword. Go ahead and roll. And that is another expert hit. However, as you stab through her, it's as that same force armor suddenly kicks in and pushes your blade to the side. But you did do some good damage to her. So that's plus 126. 126. Reg, it is your turn, my friend.
Reg is going to shout out.
He's gonna shout out, "Tofu! Help! Help, Tofu!"
Can I give Reg one of my healing potions?
On your turn, you can.
Okay.
Ma'am, is there anything we can do to stop this?
You can die!
Don't really want to do that. Chevy, we need to get out of here.
Firing. And
Reg,
firing.
you don't see what's at stake. We
No.
can't leave now.
Reg whiffing every shot in just fear of having been hit with a big fireball.
Tofu whips out a frying pan and starts swinging wildly. I love it. So as all of your shots miss, Reg, Kevin's gonna rush in to assist Chivi. Chivi, do you mind moving our good buddy Kevin, the dragon parrot?
Oh man, I left him. He's still down here in the hall.
Why did you leave me? Does nobody
Sorry,
love me?
Kevin. What was that? I totally love you. Could your poison work on this witch?
Instinctively, he opts not to shoot poison because of the many times he has injured his friends using it.
Aww, Kevin. Sweet.
He's learning. However, he does land a pretty significant hit on this guy, gal rather, dealing 500 damage with his sharp parrot-like talons against this thing.
Just once, I want us to find someone with a specific name so Kevin can say,
I'll get you, Gadget.
Your turn, crazy lady. She is going to swing with her celestial ore sword at Kevin, which is a hit, a second hit, and Chivi, she swings to you on the last one, which is just barely a hit. And so actually no, she misses on the second hit for Kevin. But Kevin still sadly takes 164 damage. Chivi, you also take 164 damage. You're at 348 health. Chivi, back to you. She appears to be very weak.
Oh, thank goodness. Well, I have 3 healing potions left.
Okay.
I've used 2.
You're gonna take all 3?
I was gonna give 1 to Reg. And
Reg, just so you know, Reg does have healing potions. He just has.
Okay, so he hasn't used them all? Okay.
Correct.
Well then, yeah, I'll use all 3 of mine.
Okay.
Can I give 1 to Kevin?
He only got hit once.
Okay, yeah. Well, you gave me too much there.
Thank you.
Be a good player.
You were back at full health.
Okay.
No, take it.
So, she's weak. Since she's weak, I'm going to go ahead and attack her again.
Okay.
Maybe do her in.
Chat, go ahead and roll a D100 for me if you can. Go ahead and let's see your attacks there, Miss Chivy.
Okay.
Every time chat rolls, something bad happens to Reg.
That's the point of chat rolling. Your dagger misses both attacks. She jumps out of the way both times. Good roll, Tofu. 63. Your sword also misses.
Can I yell to Reg? Fire again? Fire!
Absolutely.
I mean, it's ice, but okay.
Reg,
Trust me, Reg!
your turn.
Reg will do as he is told, although he is ready to haul ass out of this place if he needs to.
Get to the chopper!
Oh my god, that is the first roll over 50 this whole fight, and it's 51.
So,
Goodness.
Kevin's going to go ahead and swipe at this guy, the gal. And he hits her twice. She takes some damage, but in response, she starts cackling.
You will not win. You cannot defeat us.
And she rushes into the portal as the portal closes behind her. And she is completely gone. But the Azure Gate is still here. And you know that will... Whoops. Apparently it's not now. You know that's definitely not a good thing. For the Azure Gate to stay here. It's very obvious that they can just open the portal when they want to.
Are you guys okay? Oh my goodness, what is that?
That's what we were fighting for.
Reg
Trying to
rounds the
close
corner
that.
and takes in the Azure Gate for the first time. At this moment, we're actually going to call it for the evening.
What an exciting evening.
Indeed. Good job, guys. You did great. Honestly, freaking 2100 damage. What the crap? That was amazing.
And my perfect roll, my perfect 100.
I know. You honestly
That was something
dodged
special.
a really tough hit on that one for you.
I know.
So-
I'm so glad I didn't die.
Me too. Well, friends, as per usual, we're going to call it right here. We will pick it up next week as, we continue figuring out what this Azure Gate is really doing and what these outsiders are doing here in the ruins of Evrivahr. As always, remember to like, share, all that fun stuff, follow, blah, blah, blah. Continue to download the podcast because we are almost to our goal. Raven says, GG guys, GG. We'll be hanging out in the chat afterwards. We're probably going to break down some of what happened for those of you in the know. And if you are interested in some of the post chat stuff, become a subscriber on Twitch. You get access to all this post stuff that we do, and then obviously we got our Patreon too if you want even more content. So we appreciate you watching. Thanks for being part of the group. Remember to join our Discord. Remember to watch online, blah blah blah. Have a great evening. We will see you next week. Bye.